Hello everyone, welcome to Morenchi, and in today's video we are going to do unboxing and review of USB-C multifunctional adapter by Dr.com. This adapter is available for Rs 799 at amazon.in. So let's get started. So after taking out the initial packing, we will get a USB-C adapter box itself and a invoice. So let's keep it aside. So this is our adapter box. USB-C adapter image at front, on side just a name, and back it shows the connectivity and the importer details and specifications. This USB-C multifunction adapter is 3-in-1, containing USB-C port, one HDMI port and USB 3.0 port. HDMI port supports 4K display at 30 Hz. USB 3.0 port supports 5 GB data transfer speed, and USB-C port is only for charging and not for data transfer. So let's take out the external packaging. Let's keep the plastic wrap aside. After opening the outer box, we will get another box inside. This one is totally white in color. Nothing on either sides, and it just contain a device, nothing else, no documentation at all. This is surprising because any instrument or any device nowadays come with supporting documents but nothing inside. So let's keep that aside and open our USB-C adapter. So this is our USB-C adapter with space gray color. So it contains one HDMI port, one USB 3.0 and one USB-C, which is only for charging. Cable quality is good, and we see Dr.com branding at the hub and at the cable end. Build quality is good, and overall it is plasticky but good. So now let's see it in action by connecting it to our MacBook. So here we have connected USB-C adapter with USB 3.0 receiver and a HDMI cable. HDMI cable is connected to the external display, and USB 3.0 receiver is connected for our keyboard and mouse combo. So as this is the first time we have connected it to our laptop, it is asking for a setup for a keyboard. USB mouse is readily detected, so no issue in that. So let's get into settings. So this is our setting page, and it is asking to press few keys to get the pattern detected. Every keyboard has its unique pattern depending upon the region it belongs, like Europe, Japanese or ANSI US region. So we need to follow the key instruction. Now here we need to press the key which is available on the right side of a shift button. Let's press it. On second screen, now it is asking to press a button which is on the left side of a shift button. So depending upon the input provided, it is detected that ours is a standard keyboard, not European, not Japanese. So now it's configured, and let's do a quick typing test to get it working. So let's open our text editor on MacBook. So first we need to open a Spotlight. Let's type text edit. Let's create a new document, and this is our first test, so let's proceed with normal test. Hello everyone, this is our first keyboard test. So overall everything is good, keyboard is working as expected, but as this is a Windows keyboard which we are connected, so we need to set few keys like control, command and option keys. So let's go to the system preferences. For that, select a keyboard and go to the option modify. Here we can see it has by default showing Apple keyboard, and we have the USB-C. Now these are the standard setting for any MacBook keyboard or Apple keyboard, so we just need to change our Windows keyboard setting accordingly. So first two options let's keep it same, and for the control and option and command keys we need to set it as per the keyboard layout, standard Windows keyboard layout, so that we are matching it exactly as the MacBook keyboard. Once we are done with this, so our laptop keyboard or external USB keyboard is set up and ready to use. Now let's start with the setup of external display. So for that we need to go to system preferences again, and now click on display. So this is our standard laptop display which it is showing. So if you go to the second tab, which shows that there are two displays connected, the display with toolbar and the desktop icon is a primary display, in this case our laptop display or MacBook display. If we move this toolbar to the secondary screen, then our display will change, that is a secondary display or external display will act as a primary. Let's change it. So now our external display is primary and MacBook display is acting as a secondary screen here. As we are only recording the laptop screen or MacBook screen, we are not able to see it in this particular section of video. Let's change it back. Now our MacBook display is a primary one. This particular option is used to mirror the displays. To show this in more detail, let's move to the external camera. So now we are on external camera, and let's go to the display setting again via system preferences. Let's change the display to external one. Let's move the toolbar to make the setting in effect, and boom. So you can see that all the desktop icon are gone along with the toolbar, and it's available on the external display. This display is now acting as a primary display for us. So let's check the mirror option as well. If you select that particular checkbox, so now the screen is mirrored, that is laptop screen as well as the external display will show same screen and same content. Let's revert it back. So we are back to our original setting, that is external display as a primary. That's it for today's video. This USB-C multifunctional adapter by Dr. Com is good choice for entry-level budget adapter. But if you want to use it with external monitor for long hours of usage, then this one is not for you. We have observed that it gets really hot within just 1 hour of usage. That's it for today's video. See you again in next one. Till then, Jai Hind and take care.